Okay guys, this one will be a quickie. Aw. Long story short, Baki The Grappler is going to have a new anime in 2017. The premiere date is still shrouded in mystery. This new series will be based on the sequel manga titled New Grappler Baki in Search of Our Strongest Hero. If you're new to this franchise, it's an MMA battle shonen that started in 1991 and is still being published in 2017 with Baki Part 4, Baki Do. Each series of this franchise focuses on the lives of deadly fighters, each seeking to immerse themselves in ferocious, gritty, and sometimes disturbing battles. I already reviewed all of the Baki series, so there's a playlist in the description. Of course I'm excited for this new anime, but let's talk about this thing simply called Baki OAD, or Baki OVA. There's actually a difference between original anime disc and original video anime, but even official sources seem to not care about labeling things as OADs. Initially, when this OAD was announced in news articles, the term Baki OAD was always used, but according to databases, it later got named Baki OVA. So is there a point to acknowledge this difference? Well, in this case, yes. The Baki OAD is a celebration of the series' 25th anniversary, and this disc contains footage highlighting events for the new anime. It also includes an interview with the author Keisuke Itagaki, and other bonus material. Meanwhile, the actual animation content is only about 14 minutes in length. But how is our time spent? Baki OAD essentially acts as a long trailer for the upcoming anime by providing its viewers an expectation of the future. An example is the animation, the character designs, and its remarkable details such as composition imagery that resembles its manga panels. Oh, and speaking of manga, doesn't this opening remind you of something from 2012? I'm wondering if this will be a recurring trend for new anime based on very long-running manga. Marvel and DC have their own comic book pages intro, so perhaps future anime will do the same. Animation production is done by Telecom Animated Film, which is a subsidiary company of the much bigger TMS Entertainment, aka Tokyo Movie Sensha. I was amazed with this little feature, being sold on its visuals, especially when TMS or Telecom don't usually work on anime featuring very detailed muscular characters. TMS is a really huge animation studio, and their resume is on par with Toei Animation, especially with their current big hitters Lupin III and Detective Conan. But then again, I probably shouldn't have been too surprised. According to their Anime News Network page filed under TMS Entertainment, this company animated parts of the Fista North Star Legend of the True Savior films and OVA from 2006. So applying my experience with those works and comparing this Baki OAD, I think it's safe to say there's nothing to worry about in terms of animation. In other words, this won't be Berserk Tower of Conviction, but there was a CGI model at the very end of this feature. I don't know how much CGI will be incorporated in the future, but I doubt it'll be utilized that much. Unlike Berserk 2016, that was more of a CGI anime that sometimes uses 2D animation. And after watching this Baki thing, I'm sure it'll be the other way around. Any complaints? I do have one. A bit of this OAD is recycled animation from the trailer released in mid-2016. The recycled portions would play in front of a crowd with flashing lights, which was giving me a painful reminder of a certain game, and that's something no one wants to endure. Oh boy, all these flashy lights and shaky cameras supposed to make the on-screen images more exciting. Ironically, the shouting crowd and multiple flashes make it very difficult to look at the screen, hiding the superb quality of modern animated adaptation of an old franchise. Am I looking at a pachinko? Thankfully, this is not a pachinko. This is a start to something new which anyone can see, but I really wish this scene wasn't here. While a release date has yet to be given, there is a very strong possibility for this anime to be licensed and streamed via Crunchyroll. As you may remember from last year, Crunchyroll and Funimation are now fuck buddies, so whenever one company gets groped, the other company gets groped too.
My lovely's made up! Now I can f both of you!
Oh yeah! Baki The Grappler Season 1 box set coming soon! Baki The Grappler!
Back in mid-2000s, Funimation did release the 2001 adaptation of Baki The Grappler, which covered the first manga series. Currently, in January 2017, Baki The Grappler still remains out of print, but given the promise of a new anime, I'm assuming Funimation will try to get the license for the 2017 series and the previous 2001 anime. It'd be a good business decision on their part, especially when this anime does have a more popular reputation than most manly themed series, and if that happens, I'm hoping it will be stream dubbed. The only concern I have for this new Grappler anime is censorship. The OAD displays plenty of savage violence, and it can do so freely. It is a direct-to-home video release. But what about television? From my experience watching anime, censorship always varies per channel and company. We'll have to wait and see. I suppose another criticism is the structure of the OAD itself, but I knew what I was getting into from my encounter with the Future Diary OAD. As I previously stated, the OAD is basically a trailer, highlighting various fights, so you will see things constantly jumping back and forth. Just be like Bruce Lee, and go with the flow.
Manly!